Members of the school board, chief officers, faculty, staff, parents, and the graduating class of 2023. It is with great pleasure that I welcome you to the commencement ceremony for the 2023 Summer Academy. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing for the presentation of colors by the York High School Navy Junior Reserve Officer Training Corps Color Guard, followed by the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. It is my pleasure to now introduce Jessica Harless, Virtual High School Principal.
Good afternoon. It is my esteemed pleasure to be here with you all today. Honored graduates, distinguished guests, faculty, and staff, and friends, welcome to York County School Division's Summer Academy commencement exercises. Today we celebrate the class of 2023 graduates from York High School, represented by Ms. Courtney Smith Copeland from Tabb High School, represented by Mary Lugo, from Grafton High School, represented by Stephen Gavin, and Bruton High School, represented by Michelle Johansson. It is my pleasure to introduce Ms. Smith Copeland to speak about our York graduate.
It is with great pleasure and excitement that I stand before you today to introduce an exceptional young woman, Sarah Eagle. Despite her remarkable accomplishments, what truly sets Sarah apart is her determination and dedication that have led her to graduate early with the class of 2023. Throughout her high school journey, Sarah actively contributed to her school's community as a valued member of the Junior Class Council, the Latin Honor Society, and the Art Honor Society. Additionally, she achieved the prestigious honor of being inducted into the National Honor Society, a testament to her academic prowess and commitment to excellence. Looking forward, Sarah aspires to pursue a career in healthcare, aiming to become an X-ray technician through Riverside's esteemed program. Let us applaud Sarah Eagle for her outstanding achievements and boundless potential as she embarks upon the next phase of her journey. And now it is my pleasure to introduce Ms. Mary Lugo to speak about our Tabb graduates.
Good afternoon. Graduation is an important moment for both our families and our students who have worked hard over the past few years. This afternoon, I am proud to be here to graduate 3 of our Tabb Tigers. Florence Gallagher is an extremely creative student. She truly enjoys using her creativity daily. I'm 100% certain with her drive and talent, she is going to be an accomplished pastry chef one day. Following graduation, she plans to pursue a degree in pastry and baking from the Culinary Institute of Virginia, and eventually, she will be opening her own bakery. Florence is a determined young lady and has worked diligently to get to this day. Florence began her high school career in New Mexico, and it was there that she met her science teacher, Mr. Doherty. He was a very influential person in her life, and he inspired her to be creative and helped reassure her that people want to hear what she has to say. He helped her realize her potential and influenced her to pursue her goals that she never thought she could reach. Florence, I know that Mr. Doherty would be extremely proud of you today. Martez Gurley. Martez will be forever remembered as the student who deflected every obstacle we threw at him this year, and he did it all with a positive attitude and a huge smile on his face. In fact, his favorite high school memory was taking over 10 classes his senior year in order to make up missing credits, and he passed all of them. In addition to his heavy course load his senior year, he participated in DECA, worked at Busch Gardens and Wendy's, as well as babysitting. In what little free time he had, he enjoyed roller skating. Following graduation, he will be attending a trade school and then on to nursing school. I know that he will be one of the most understanding and compassionate nurses our world has seen. I'm also happy to present Nafish Salam Washington today. His family is here. His family and I are here today in person, and that is a great joy to all of us. While I haven't had an opportunity to know him personally this year, I have learned through previous teachers and administrators that he is kind-hearted and inquisitive. Most importantly, we all admire his determination and perseverance. At Tabb High School, we remind our students that we can do hard things. That's not just something that we say, it's something that we do. And today you have exemplified that. I am proud to see you today and know that many doors are opening to you and your future. Following graduation, he would like to attend Virginia Peninsula Community College. I now welcome Mr. Stephen Gavin to the podium.
Good afternoon. It is truly a great day to be a Clipper. And I'm very excited today to stand before you to celebrate a very special young lady. Through her time at Grafton, Valerie Laura has shown her perseverance and determination in what always wasn't the easiest path. She knew going into her senior year that she was going to have to work incredibly hard to eventually get to this spot today. Through the year, Valerie did an awesome job. She worked hard in her classes, stayed after school to complete work, and then came to Summer Academy and finished up. Valerie never let the stresses of her senior year affect her as a person. She loved spending time with her friends, always had a smile on her face, and was never too busy to say hi to the goofy principal in the hallway. I'm very proud of her and know that as she pursues her career in cosmetology, she will absolutely crush it. Congratulations, Valerie. Love you, girl. I'd like to introduce Miss Michelle Johansson to recognize the Bruton graduate.
At Bruton this year, we had a theme of We Believe, We Belong, We Are Bruton. We encouraged our whole community to promote that sense of belonging by demonstrating their Panther pride. Hayden Hendrick came to us with a fierce determination to succeed regardless of the obstacles that came his way. He demonstrated his pride with his perseverance that led him to today. Hayden knew the expectations coming in for Summer Academy, and he had 3 classes and 2 standardized tests ahead of him. Despite the challenges he faced, he rallied around his supports, showed his determination and grit, and we are proud that he is graduating today. Congratulations, Hayden. Now let me have Mrs. Harless return to finish her remarks.
Thank you all for your meaningful remarks about our graduates. All of these students have fulfilled the Virginia requirements of a graduate during this summer session. High school graduation is an academic ceremony fostered by nearly 1,000 years of history and tradition. It is a day of celebration and excitement. However, the ceremony should reflect great dignity and respect. We are delighted to be here to celebrate the culmination of these students' academic achievement. To the families of these graduates, we thank you for your partnership and support throughout the high school experiences of these students. Would all of the parents, guardians, and family members of these graduates please stand? In addition, I would like to recognize all of the school administrators, principals, assistant principals, counselors, teachers, and YCSD staff who have supported these students. Would you please stand? Our graduates have explored paths leading to personal and collective success. Our schools and staff have worked intentionally to value, support, and challenge them through their learning experiences to prepare them for a successful future. This summer alone, these graduates have exercised a variety of skills to support future academic and career endeavors in the 21st century. The York County School Division confirms their preparedness to move into future educational experiences, the workforce, and life. Congratulations to all of you on this significant accomplishment. At this time, it's my pleasure to welcome Ms. Jefferlyn Hairston, the principal of Summer Academy, to the podium to introduce some of our special guests.
Thank you, Ms. Harless. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It is with great pleasure that I stand to recognize and thank the York County School Board for their support. Today, we have the School Board Chair, Laurel Geraltz, from District 3. We would like to recognize the following York County School Division administrative staff: Chief Operations Officer, Dr. James Carroll; Chief Academic Officer, Candy Skinner; Chief Human Resources Officer, Dr. David Wrights; Director of Student Services, Dr. Aaron Butler; Public Relations and Communications Officer, Catherine Goff; Associate Director of School Administration and Compliance, Dr. Doug Hartley; Associate Director of Elementary Instruction and Academic Programs, Christina Head; and Associate Director of Secondary Instruction and Academic Programs, Dr. Robert Sherlock. As we continue with our ceremony, we will have remarks from our School Board Chair, Laurel Geraltz.
I bring greetings from the school board as we celebrate you in this amazing milestone in your life, and I also get the honor of sharing some advice with you as you embark on this next journey. Sometimes there's value in hearing words of wisdom from people who've learned from both their failures and their successes. I wish to share 2 pieces of advice that were learned from my mistakes along the way. The first is about your roots. During the last 18 years, you've grown and developed some roots, and these roots have made you who you are at this current moment and are a part of your unique personality. Your roots could be playing baseball or singing or theater. What passion did you pursue that made you feel whole and built your confidence? Maybe you were heavily involved in your church or volunteered taking care of animals or played an instrument. My advice is this: don't leave those things behind. Just because you're starting the next phase of your life journey does not mean that you have to discontinue all the things that brought you to this moment. Find ways to stay involved with those things as you go to college, join the military, or join the workforce. Get involved in local theater, keep making music, keep drawing or painting, find a faith community, or find an adult league to play for. Or you could even volunteer with the next generation to pass along your knowledge and talent. I wish I would have continued with theater or horseback riding, but I dropped both like a hot potato, and I've always had regrets about that. I promise that continuing to develop those roots will aid in your success and will keep you connected to all the things that made you you. My next piece of advice is I want to encourage you to surround yourself with a village of quality people to do life with and learn from. Be sure that you keep friends around you who will tell you the truth and will encourage you to remain on the right path. Create a village that motivates you to be a better person and challenges you to make the difference in the world. My pastor always says, show me your friends and I'll show you your future. When I look back on people I'd surrounded myself with at your age, it's no wonder I did not follow my dreams. When I finally built a strong village, I began to achieve my goals and experience true contentment. Think about the circle of friends you have now and imagine that future. Will they help you achieve your greatest potential? As you enter this next chapter of your life, build a village that you admire and can look back on with pride. Graduates, you should be extremely proud of yourselves because everyone gathered here today is proud of you and wishes you all the best in wherever life takes you. Congratulations.
Dr. Jim Carroll is the Chief Operating Officer for the York County School Division. Since 2019, he has provided strategic direction for the capital and projects, information technology, maintenance, school administration, and transportation departments. He has over 30 years of total experience in public schooling, starting out as a substitute teacher. He served school divisions in Florida and North Carolina as a teacher, assistant principal, and principal before joining YCSD as its Chief Human Resources Officer in 2014. Dr. Carroll has degrees from Florida Southern College, Florida Atlantic University, and Wingate University. He has 2 children and 4 grandchildren with his wife of 35 years, Pamela.
Thank you, Alexis. Good afternoon, graduates, families, and friends. On behalf of the Superintendent of the York County School Division, Dr. Vic Shandor, I bring you greetings, congratulations, along with his regrets that he couldn't be with you here today as he's out of town with family. but it's truly an honor for me to share in this important rite of passage with you today. But I have to admit, this was my first graduation speech, and I had to think of what to say, because this is really important to pass along words of wisdom. And I've heard a lot lately about something called ChatGPT. You've probably heard of it, right? And so I consulted ChatGPT, and so I went to the computer and I typed in the parameters. I said, write me a high school graduation speech, make it 4 minutes or less, and then push the button, started filling up the screen. And while it was happening, I said to myself, wait, I like to make people laugh. So I put in the parameters again and said, make it funny. Well, you won't hear either speech today. The first one lacked any heart at all. It sounded like it was literally written by a robot. And the second one was the same, but with way too many dad jokes. And I knew you wouldn't appreciate that. So I realized I'm going to have to do it the hard way. As I'm having that thought, I remembered a discussion I overheard my son having with his 3-year-old daughter a few months ago. She was struggling with something, like tying her shoes or putting on her socks, and she was whining the way toddlers will when they're struggling with something. And at this point, my son says this wonderful thing. In this family, we do hard things. In this family, we do hard things. And I'm thinking, wow, what a profound thing to say to a toddler. And it hit me immediately. If he and his mother continue to reinforce that as she gets older, how well she will be served by internalizing that mantra. Important because life is hard. Doing new things is hard, and it never stops. And here you all sit in an extremely enviable position. Many of the adults in this room would love to switch places with you right now to get the chance to do it again, with all of life's possibilities in front of you as you move on to being enlisted, employed, or enrolled. But another phrase came to mind around that time that I've heard a lot in recent years, and that's adulting is hard. You now move into a time of life where you have more responsibility, well, frankly, for your survival. You'll need to get a full-time job, pay rent, buy groceries, do your own laundry. I was waiting for applause there. But most important, paying for your own cell phone and streaming services, of course. Adulting is hard. So I encourage you to build upon your high school education and work hard. Strive for more, dream big. All those cliches you're going to hear probably way too much over the next few days. But just know it will continue to require you to do hard things. But I promise, if you face your challenges head on, be prepared to pay your dues, confront tough realities, find in you that 20 seconds of courage to start a difficult conversation. You will build capacity in yourself, which you will better equip you for each successive challenge. And so I leave you now with just one quote from that unused ChatGPT speech, and it's very profound. Congratulations, class of 2023, and good luck. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Carroll. The diplomas will now be presented to the graduates by Ms. Harless and Mrs. Hairston. Sarah Ann Eagle. Florence Dawn Gallagher. Martez Alondo Gurley, Jr. Nafish Abdul Salam Washington. Valerie Piper Laura. Philip Hayden Hendrick.
By the authority vested in me by the Virginia Department of Education and the York County School Board, I hereby declare you high school graduates. Please turn your tassels.